Hi, this is the Content Marketing Guy. Welcome to another episode of the Daily Marketer, where I give daily tips and advice to help you get better results for your marketing and business. Today I want to talk about your actual audience versus your assumed audience. Now, your assumed audience, let's say you're executing a marketing campaign, or probably you're just starting a business. Your assumed audience or your assumed customers would be those people who you actually believe is your audience, those people who you actually believe is your customers. And what you'll probably do, you probably have probably an audience profile or a buyer profile, customer profile, whatever you want to call it. And your assumption is that, all right, my audience or my customers would be people between the ages of X and Y. They're going to live in a particular region. They're going to have a particular income in terms of salary. They're going to be male or female. That's your assumed audience. But your actual audience is when you actually start to put out content or you actually launch your business, and then you see who are the people who are actually engaging with your content, who are the people who are actually buying from you and becoming your customers. Now, from the standpoint of an assumed audience, how you can actually test this is when you're just starting out, you're going to have your audience profile. So you want to create content, put it out there, distribute it, and then using data, whether that data comes from social media, whether it comes from your website, whether it comes from Google Analytics, whatever it is that you choose to use to collect that data and to track and measure your outcomes. You want to use that data now to actually run it against your assumed audience to see if who you actually believe is your audience is who your audience actually is, based on who are the people who are visiting your website, based on who are the people who are actually, following you on social media and engaging with your content. Similarly, if you're, whether you're starting a new business or whether you have been in business for a while, you can use the same approach where you create what's known as a minimum viable product for whatever it is that you're offering, and you put it out there in the marketplace to your assumed audience, and you see how your assumed audience responds to the actual product or service that you're offering. And what you can actually do is, collect feedback, whether in the form of surveys, questionnaires, or just asking them, what do you think about this product? Who would you recommend it to? Who do you think, would most likely use this product or service? And then collecting that data, you now put together your actual audience, because this is a mistake that marketers have made, salespeople have made, entrepreneurs, business owners have made. I know I've made them before, where we believe that the people who we think in our heads is actually going to be our audience, are actually going to be our customers, that these are the people who will actually buy from us. These are the people who will actually engage and share our content. And what happens when you fix yourself in that particular mindset, then you try to force your product, you try to force your content, and you try to get your audience or your customer to conform to what you want it to be versus the reality of who are the people who actually have a need for what you offer or will find the content relevant and useful. So before you actually determine who your exact audience is or who your exact customer is, you want to actually put it out there, put the product out there, put your content out there, test it, and then use the data to actually construct your actual customer or your actual audience. Alright guys, so with that said, thank you again for watching. This is another episode of the Daily Marketer. See you again tomorrow for more daily tips and advice.